the work week has come to a close, and with that, leg day has closed us out. Not a fan of leg day, but we got through it today, and we'll get into all of that in just a second. But before we get there, hello, welcome into the channel, welcome into the transformation series. Thank you for joining me. For anybody who's new here, my name is Ian. We're on a 100-pound weight loss transformation. This is the series going over my day-to-day on food, nutrition, workouts, pretty much everything throughout the day, general topics that I might just jabber about for a little bit. We'll cover all that here today, so thank you so much for hopping in. And without further ado, let's get through the day, starting off with the morning. We've gone over this the entire week. I'm not going to spend much time on it. My sleep schedule is messed up. I was out of bed at 10:30 this morning, a little later start, but we got there when we got there. Immediately after that, did a little work from home, as always, to kick off the morning, and then ate breakfast. For me, breakfast was the same meal I had the last day and a half, which was 2 eggs, some egg whites, a little bit of cheese in those, I like cheesy eggs, and a serving of protein pancakes. Like 500 calories on the meal, hell of a lot of protein in there, and that was our kickoff for the day. I had no food in the apartment. That was pretty much the last of food I had, so grocery shopping was in for later, but I'll go over the grocery haul and all of that a little bit after I get through the rest of the day and what that all looked like. So immediately after that, made breakfast, ate it, took a shower, went into work. Was at work for not as long today. Didn't have a later night, but still flexible hours as always. So got out around 6 o'clock, and with that, headed over to the gym. For the gym today, like I said, is leg day, and everybody wanted to do leg day today. So it was a little bit of a slower day, but got in there. All the leg presses were taken, and all the squat racks were taken. Granted, I like leg press over squats any day of the week. So started off with a little bit of hamstring curls instead of a leg press. So did our sets of those. For anybody who hasn't been through a leg day with me before, that is starting off with one leg around 100 pounds on the weight and just doing one leg reps for both legs individually, and then 10 reps with both of them at that same weight as a quick little warm-up set. And then after that, doing the remainder of our 4 sets at a much higher weight. For hamstring curls, I think I went up to 220, 240, somewhere around there, and got some good easy sets through those. Immediately after that, did the same exact thing with the quad extensions. Literally 1 for 1, did 1 leg each to get those as a warm-up, and then that lower weight set, and then progressively moving up and getting up to, I want to say 200, 220, a little lower on the extensions. Those are a little tougher, especially controlling on your way down. The weight can tend to suck with that. I remember immediately when I first got back into the gym, I'd do like 75 pounds going up, and my legs would just shake, like coming down, trying to hold that weight up. So obviously, couldn't really handle that, but it is what it is. So that was our 2 main workouts. Immediately after that, did a quick leg press. Nothing fancy today. I usually do the 1 leg warm-ups, but with hitting quads and hitting hamstrings, my legs were already tired, so I didn't want to overwork them, so I just loaded up 4 plates and did my 5 sets of 10 reps there. Sometimes we go to 5 or 6 plates, but today was just feeling the 4 plates since my legs were a little tired. And after that, wrapped up our weights for the day with some calf raises. Nothing fancy there. Always got to work the calves. I don't know. I don't like the idea of having small calves, but I'm a bigger fella, so calves are kind of a given for me. So yeah, that was our weights for the day, and then immediately after that, as always, moving over to some cardio. Did a little longer on cardio, did 45 minutes, 7.5 incline, 2.5 speed. Pretty much the usual cardio post-gym for me. There was a movie on, I don't remember the name of the movie. It was the Adam Sandler movie where he has the remote and he can like skip through things. Good movie. I tend to like, if there's a good movie that I just enjoy on at the gym, I'll tend to just look at that and just watch that, even though I'll have like music going or a video on my phone or listening to a podcast. Those movies always suck me in even with no audio. So that was it for the gym. Did not do any sauna today, mainly because I had to go to the grocery store after, and I didn't want to walk into the grocery store drenched in sweat, and I still had a little bit left to go into the day. So for groceries today, I hit up Aldi. Love Aldi. I think I spent maybe like 75 bucks on groceries, but got a lot of really good items. I'll try to run through all of them. I'll probably forget some. I'm just going to go like memory as I walked in the door and around. So no promises, but started off getting some 647 bread. That is my low-calorie bread of choice that I use for my carbs primarily. And that is 40 calories a slice. Big fan. Highly recommend giving that a try. I know Costco has it. I think Martin's has it. And I know Aldi has it. So those 3 locations guaranteed. Martin's is the local grocery store for me. I assume like a Wegmans or something, or maybe a Kroger would have that. I'm not too sure. I've only had a Wegmans and a Martin's for primary grocery stores in my life. Not sure if Walmart has it. I'd have to check next time I go, if I ever go. I don't really spend time in Walmart because there's not one near me. I know Target doesn't have it. But enough with the bread. We'll continue on for the food. After that, getting three of my staples, that being kiwis, blueberries, and banana bread. Those are like my primary 3 fruits that I'll fit into my meals every week. Bananas, I'll get a bunch every time, save 3 for banana bread, which I'll get to in a second, don't worry. And then blueberries, also for the banana bread, and kiwis just for general meals, because I think of it as a really good, kind of not a superfood. I think the term superfood is dumb, but has a lot of good nutrients in there, so try to get those as always. So yeah, got those for my fruits. Always try to have fruits and a little veggies in my meals. Immediately after that, we went out to the expensive bit of the grocery store. We got to the eggs. Spent $6 on a carton of eggs, which at Aldi is kind of nuts, but we got our eggs for the week, again, for banana bread and general eating. I have egg whites still in the fridge, so plenty of those there as well. Didn't need to get cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, also had that at home in the fridge. But after that, I went to the vegetable section. I got 2 jars of pickles. I love pickles. I think they're a life hack, especially for weight loss. They are higher in sodium, so if that's something that you take into account when you're doing your macros, definitely keep an eye out for that. But it's low calories for me, and it's something to fill my stomach. So I got chips and spears for my pickles. I also had to fill up on condiments. Granted, I thought I needed light mayo. Turns out I already have light mayo. So now I have 2 things of light mayo. Granted, this one doesn't expire for a year, so we'll be fine. But I also got some hot sauce because I've been out of hot sauce. Again, 0 calorie, well, 0 to like 5 calorie version of a sauce. I'm a big sauce person, need that with my food, and I've been out for a little bit. Then moving into the vegetables, got some onions, peppers, and potatoes. Again, main staples for me. I like cooking those up. They're nice and easy. Dice them up, chop them up, throw them in the oven. And also got broccoli. I forgot to mention that as well. So a good spread of vegetables for me. Got some smaller cooking things, a little bit of tomato paste, just to throw in some meals. Granted, I didn't realize I already have like 5 cans of that in the cupboard, so I don't need to get that moving forward for a couple weeks. After that, what did I get? Moved over to the meat and dairy aisle. Got a little bit of cheese. I was debating doing meal prep with smash burgers because you can do an easy smash burger meal prep that's pretty healthy, pretty low calorie. A slice of American cheese is like 50 calories. It's not great to have that, but if 50 calories is what it takes, I'm happy. I'm completely fine with that. So got that, and yeah. Moving over to the meat section of this, I got a package of chicken breasts. I got a pack of 93.7 lean ground beef, and then I also got a $15 cut of sirloin steak. I like to have a steak every once in a while, kind of like a little reward for myself, and ended up getting that for the day. And that was pretty much everything I got. I'm probably forgetting an item or two, but that is what it is, whatever. And then wrapped up the groceries from there. Now, one thing I forgot to mention that did kind of ruin the day for me, I dropped my water bottle in the gym parking lot and it exploded. For anybody who doesn't know, the big water bottle, 64 ounces, or 57. One of those two that I used to lug around with me all the time. Dropped it. You were a good one, soldier. I immediately ordered a new one on Amazon. Granted, I'm trying not to spend money, but a water bottle is kind of a need for going to the gym, and with doing 75 hard, I need to drink a crap ton of water, so I can lose 15, 20 bucks on a good bottle to have with me. And yeah, so ended up coming home and doing a lot of cooking tonight. I think I spent 4 hours in the kitchen. That was meal prepping a few different things. One of them was my meal for tonight, which is a lot more meal prep than just tonight. That was roasted broccoli, roasted potatoes, and I don't know what to call it. It's not a chili. It's like kind of like a homemade sloppy joe. It's just diced onions and peppers. Throw those in a pan, cook them up for a little bit, and then throw in 1 package of ground beef, 93.7 as always, a can of tomato sauce, season the heck out of everything, and a little bit of cottage cheese at the end, and that is my meal prep. I like the taste of it. I think it tastes decent, and it's super high protein And then with the veggies in there, a lot of volume for not as many calories. So that is the goal with that. And then on top of that, I also threw in some all the chicken in the crock pot, which is so easy to do. Literally took the 4 chicken breasts, shoved them in the crock pot, covered it in chicken stock, 3.5, 4 hours on high with a crap ton of seasoning again, and then your chicken is done. And it's easy as that, and you have shredded chicken for the week. So I have those 2 meals for the week. Granted, I didn't take into account that I have to cook my steak at some point. That's probably like 2 or 3 meals. And I have a lot of meal prep moving forward. And to close out the night, my last thing that I made was the protein banana bread. Again, one of my favorite recipes. I had banana sitting from last grocery trip about a week ago that were perfect time to get in. So a little, I did my chocolate peanut butter protein powder, threw some blueberries in there. I haven't had the recipe out in a short yet. I need to get that done at some point. We'll find the day, I promise. But yeah, made that. Now we have protein anywhere you can look, low-calorie meals to take me through the next ideally week and a half. I assume it will be. I got family coming in next weekend, so might eat out once or twice. Granted, we got to be smart with the calories and the diet. So an ideal like Texas Roadhouse and get a nice sirloin could be sick, or like a ribeye, New York strip. That sounds good. But now I just got my mind on steak. But yeah, that was it for the day, except it wasn't. We're doing 75 hard. We're closing in on 1 week of that wrapped up come tomorrow. And the second workout of the day, I didn't mention. That is my usual 45 minutes walk/jog around the apartment. And we just got back from that right before recording this. So ended the day off with that, a nice little workout to close us out. And now I just get to relax, get this recorded, up, edited, and sleep in tomorrow morning, which I'm very much looking forward to. Granted, I've been sleeping in every week, but that's been getting like every day this week, but that's getting like 7-8 hours and just waking up at like 10, 11, or 12, depending on when I got to bed based on work and just life. So yeah, that is where we wrap things up for today. Sorry this was a little more grocery heavy, but tomorrow will be a normal traditional day. I'll be talking about my meals as always, but we have our fill day tomorrow, which is shoulders, forearms, and abs. One of my more favorite days to hit in the gym. Get a really good shoulder work in. Granted, my shoulders are extremely sore from push day yesterday, so hopefully they're feeling good come tomorrow's workout, but we'll get there when we get there. I think that's all I have for today. Actually, no, I got one more thing. Talking about reading. It's been something, again, with 75 Hard that's required. Been enjoying this book. It's set over on my nightstand, so I can't grab it right now, but it is, what's it called? Let me take a peek. Extreme Ownership. It is a book on leadership written by 2 ex-Navy SEALs. Really good book. I recommend the read for anybody who hasn't. Or if you are in a position where you're leading a group of people, I feel like there's a lot of lessons in there that I learned that I can directly apply to myself, even though I'm completely, obviously not related to the military or anything. You think they'd let me in the military? I can't run a mile. I wouldn't last a second in like a boot camp or anything. So obviously, just taking those lessons and been enjoying the book. And then moving on from that, we got a financial book, Dave Ramsey's, what the heck's his book called? Hold up, it's on the shelf. My eyes can't see it. It's behind a plant. That's unfortunate. Oh no, it isn't. Total Money Makeover. Another really good book I've heard. So I'm really looking forward to getting to that one. That should be a day or two from now as I wrap up the other book. But yeah, I think we'll wrap things up for this video there. It's been 15 minutes almost, so 14 minutes. Time's hard sometimes. So yeah, we'll wrap things up here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the support in the comments on the last weigh-in and on everything. Greatly appreciate that as always. And of course, I will see you guys in the next video. But before then, make sure you take a step between today and tomorrow. Make a better version of yourself. Make steps and decisions that you'll be proud of moving forward. And tomorrow you will be thanking you past you for doing all of that. Take your laundry out. Do the garbage. I just said do. I should have been do your laundry, take the garbage out. You know what I mean. But yeah, I think I'll wrap things up here because I'm starting to lose it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.